Okay, hello everyone. We're in the studio in Ecuador. I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but that's where we are. You might be able to hear the ocean in the background. Okay, so we're going to be coming through a very fiery flow today. I'm super excited to do this one. So if you need blocks, always have your blocks handy. Take a break whenever you need. You're practicing at home. You can pause this and come back into it. How perfect is that? You can do this. You can be sweating. You can make whatever noises you want. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's get started. Just coming into a nice comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes, hands onto the thighs, palms facing up. We're settling in here. We use these times at the beginning of our class, almost as a bit of a spring clean for the brain. Just get rid of anything that you might have been holding on to before coming onto your mat. This time is just for you. I cannot stress that to you enough. We've only got a short period of time together. And if you can't dedicate that tiny percentage of your day to yourself, then you really need to reassess what you're giving those other priorities to if it's not yourself. You are number one. Thinking about the crown of the head reaching up tall. Space behind the eyes, completely relaxing, releasing any of that squinting. Tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing that jaw, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, allowing the hands to grow heavy into the thighs and the knees to just gently drop out to the sides. Coming into our box breathing, so inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, holding that exhale for 4. 4 is just a guide, maybe it's 3, 5, 6, whatever you are comfortable with, and you can absolutely increase as you start to take those breaths. Okay, I'll be counting with you to start with. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4 in your own time. Maybe the count stays 4 or increase or decrease. Just coming through a few rounds. One more full round of that box breath. And then start to open your eyes. Right hand down by your side. Bring this left hand all the way up and over into a nice, easy seated stretch. Maybe that elbow is bent. Maybe you reach the fingers as far as you can, just keeping that left sit bone onto the ground. Bringing the left hand down to the right side, crawling the hands all the way round into a side bend. The other side, extending that left arm, bringing this right arm up and over. Exactly the same, drawing down with that right hip. Keeping this chest nice and open. Bringing the hands all the way forward again, reaching forward, sinking the head down. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Take the hands all the way up, big inhale, gaze up. Exhale, pull the hands down, drawing the shoulder blades together. Inhale here. Exhale, twist, keeping the arms where they are. Really think about drawing the elbows back towards shoulder width, shoulder height, because there's going to be a tendency to bring this left shoulder forward. We're just using the oblique. Inhale all the way back to the front, reach the hands high. Exhale, draw the hands down again. Inhale, exhale, spinning all the way around to the left, keeping the arms exactly where they are. Just check that that right arm hasn't dropped. And breathing. Good job. Inhale all the way high. One more time, both sides, draw those hands down. Inhale and twist. Really fire up that left oblique. Back forward, bring the hands up and draw the hands down. Inhale and twist. Good job. Inhale all the way back to the front. Coming into your all fours. Just some gentle wrist rotations, nice small slow circles in one direction to start with. Just feeling every single tiny bit of that movement. And then the other way. Good job. Coming back to stillness, big inhale, left hand high, threading that needle, taking the left arm through, resting the left ear down to the ground. Check that those hips are square. Maybe you're walking that right arm out in front. Maybe you're even extending this right leg. That right knee down, if it was lifted, placing the right hand back by your face, back into your all fours, other side, right hand high. All the way through. Maybe you're extending this left arm, maybe you're extending this left leg. Placing that left knee down, placing the left hand by the face again, coming back into your all fours. Inhale, right leg extended all the way out to the back. Bringing up this left arm. Taking the left arm and the right leg all the way out to the sides. They're in a big T. All the way back to the front. And to the side. And to the front. Really feeling the side body waking up. One more time, reaching forward, bending up this right leg, reaching the left leg, left arm behind. And drawing the hand and foot in towards one another, just for a really nice gentle back bend. All the way down. Other side, extending this left leg, extending this right hand, taking the leg and the arm out to the side. Back to the front. And to the side. And forward. One last time, all the way to the side, all the way back, bending that left leg, reaching the right hand backwards. Pushing and pulling the hand and foot in towards one another, lifting up through this chest. Exhale all the way down, back into your all fours, reaching the hands forward, coming into your puppy pose, sinking the chest down. Maybe your forehead is on a block. Drawing the shoulder blades together, keeping the knees and hips in line. And then inhale, sliding all the way forward into your full cobra or half. Wherever you are, the pelvis is fully on the ground. We're not lifting that pelvis up. Exhale all the way down, forehead down. Inhale all the way back up. Maybe you're on your tippy fingers. And down. And up. One more time, all the way down, hands underneath the shoulders. If you can, you're pushing up into your push-up or not, in through your all fours. And then we're going to just walk our hands all the way back to the feet. The feet are about hips width distance apart, coming into this ragdoll, hanging the head down, chest is resting onto the thighs. Bend those knees a lot. Maybe you're swaying from side to side, shaking or nodding your head, just waking up that back body. Coming up to a halfway lift now, placing the left hand just directly underneath that eye line, maybe onto a block. Big inhale, reaching this right hand high. Don't come into that twist until you can confirm that your hips are square. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward. Maybe you're spinning the left rib cage round to the right a little bit more. Exhale, switching over sides, right hand underneath the face. Big inhale, left hand high, double check that the hips are square. And then come into that twist, drawing the right rib cage round to the left. Maybe you're gazing up. Exhale all the way down. Halfway lift, weight in the toes. And fold. All the way up to standing through every single vertebrae, head being the last thing to come up. Feet can walk closer in towards one another. Big inhale, hands up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway. And this time on your fold, we're walking all the way forward into a high plank. Maybe the knees are down. We're staying here, we are breathing. Remember, the core can only engage if we are breathing. Our quads are engaged, our glutes are engaged, our heels are being sent back towards the back of the room, back of the mat. Shifting slightly forward on your exhale, all the way down to the ground. Untucking the toes, inhale, baby cobra. And down. Tucking the toes, pushing all the way up into our downward facing dog. Maybe you have a bit of a wiggle around here. Bending the knees, maybe taking the heels over to one side, bending through the knees, feeling that stretch through the ankles and the calves. All the way back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog, right leg high. Scorpion dog, bending that right knee, left knee to the sky. Extending that right leg, coming onto the tippy toes of the left leg, keeping that right leg extended, shifting our weight forward. At the same time as shifting our weight forward, we're bringing this right leg forward. Maybe we're touching it on the ground, down by the right hand, all the way back up into that straight leg scorpion. And again, tippy toes of the left leg, bringing that weight forward, bringing that leg forward. And touch. And up. One more time. All the way forward. Touch it down this time. Bring it through into a low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Holding here. Stepping all the way forward into a chair pose. Sinking the hips down a little bit more. Check to see that you can see your toes. All the way down to the ground into our boat pose. Sitting up really nice and tall, keeping that chest lifted. and low boat, and up, and low, and up, staying up, coming into an easy seat, shooting all the way back into a chaturanga through your vinyasa, meeting back in our downward facing dog. Left leg high, three-leg dog. Scorpion dog, bending that knee, drawing the hip up to the sky. Extending this left leg, coming onto your tippy toes, bringing this left leg all the way forward, touching the ground, and up, really firing up these obliques. And again. And lift. One more time. This time stepping through into that low lunge. High lunge. Holding here. Just checking that alignment. Stepping through into that chair pose. Sinking the hips down. Sinking all the way down. Boat pose. And low boat. And up. And low. And up. One more, low. And up, this time coming all the way through vinyasa. Remember, you can skip these vinyasas at any time. Downward facing dog, three-leg dog. Turning the toes facing outwards. Coming all the way forward, bringing that straightened leg down by the side. Stepping through low lunge. High lunge. Chair pose. All the way down into your boat pose. Hands all the way high, twist, left hand forward, right arm back. All the way back up to the sky. And twist. Good job. All the way back up, shooting all the way through vinyasa. Everybody meet downward facing dog. Three-leg dog, left leg high. Turn the toes out, all the way forward, tapping that foot down, stepping through into your low lunge. High lunge. Chair pose. Sinking down, all the way down, boat pose. Lifting the hands high, this time reaching both of the hands over to the right. And up, to the left. And up, to the right. And up. One more time to the left. And up. Good job, coming all the way down, low boat, extending the arms out behind you. Keep breathing. Exhale all the way down. Just coming into a mini shavasana just for a couple of breaths. Bending up the knees, hugging the knees into the chest. Rocking and rolling all the way up and down. Coming back in through your vinyasa. Meeting back in our downward facing dog. Good job. Okay. Coming into that flow one more time, lifting up that right leg. Turning the toes outwards. Tippy toes of the left leg, dropping that foot all the way down. Stepping through low lunge. And high lunge. Give me 3 knee dips here. 1, 2, and 3. Good job. Stepping through to your chair pose. Come up to the tippy toes if you can. Sinking the hips down. We're not coming down to our boat this time, so really burn out this chair. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway. And fold. All the way up to standing. Big inhale, hands all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, all the way down, forward fold. And halfway. And coming into your crow pose. If you're a bit new to your crow, feel free to take blocks under the shoulders, under the heads, under your head, wherever you need to. Lifting the heels up to the glutes, keeping the weight in the fingers. And if you can, shooting all the way back in through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Other side, 3-leg dog, left leg high. Turning out the toes, coming all the way forward, using those obliques, touching the toes, stepping through low lunge. High lunge. Knee dips. 2 and 3. Stepping this right leg forward, chair pose, tippy toes. How high can you get on those toes? Sinking down a little bit more. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Good job. Palms facing out. Coming back into that breath. Shoulders dropping down. Really nice deep breaths here. Okay, inhale, hands to heart center, bring the right knee into the chest. Extend that right leg as high as you can and then coming all the way round into warrior 3. Really engaging both glutes, feel free to give them a poke, give them a wake up. Holding here. Bending this left knee, bringing this right leg all the way through again, extending that leg. All the way back, warrior 3. Bending that left knee, bringing the right knee back up to your chest and extend. I think you know where we're going now. Warrior 3. Really flexing those toes, drawing the toes down to the ground. Burning out that standing glute. Holding here. 1 final deep inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down, low lunge. Really nice job. Easy twist, planting that right hand, lifting the left hand high. Exhale, both hands to the ground through your vinyasa or straight back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees a lot. Step, hop, jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Other side, hands to heart center, left knee to the chest. Extend through that left leg, all the way around into your warrior 3. Holding here, weight in the big right toe. Bending that right knee, bringing that left leg all the way back and extend all the way back round. Maybe your arms are behind you. Maybe your arms are in front, wherever you want them to be. All the way back forward. Have a bit of a wobble. Extend that leg all the way back. Final warrior 3. Extend that leg, final warrior 3, bringing that leg all the way back. And slowly coming all the way down, low lunge, planting this left hand, right arm up to the sky, easy twist. Taking that right hand down, stepping this right leg back, coming into a child's pose, sinking the forehead down. Breathing here. Keep sinking both of the hips back down to the heels. Final big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walking forward again. Bring this right leg forward. Coming into a nice stretch, half splits. Starting to cool down now. So working into more passive stretches. Inhale, coming forward, walking that foot to the outside edge of the mat, both hands in, lizard lunge. Tucking the toes, walking the hands forward, giving you space to come into your malasana squat. Crown of the head high, tailbone reaches down, absolutely sit on a block. Coming back out of this in the opposite way, taking our right leg back, coming into our lizard lunge. Walking that left foot to the center, sinking all the way back into the half splits. Inhale all the way forward, just to give you space to bring this left foot back, coming into our plantar stretch, tucking the toes, sinking the weight backwards, making sure that the toes are really nicely spread underneath us. Walking the knees further forward if you want a deeper stretch. Relaxing here, closing down the eyes. Focusing on that third eye rather than anything that's going on with that lower body. Closing down the eyes, taking this attention away from the lower body up towards the third eye. And just breathing here. And just breathing here. The neighbours have just put some music on, maybe you can hear that. Last big inhale. Exhale, coming all the way forward, nice and slowly, just wiggling the toes, maybe bashing the toes just a little bit. Tucking the toes all the way back, downward facing dog, just for a second, enough to bring this right leg through into our pigeon. Walking that left leg back, knee straight down, front of the foot straight down, legs straight behind us. Maybe you put a block underneath that right hip or maybe even the left hip. If you're comfortable here, sinking all the way down over that front leg. Breathing here, just settling in, allowing any emotions that come up just to come up. You don't have to pay them any attention, you don't have to do anything specific, just breathe. Coming all the way back up, tucking the hat, coming all the way back up. Coming all the way back up, placing the hands underneath the shoulders, and just take that right leg back, giving it a nice shake out. Other side, bringing this left leg through, left knee to the left hand, left foot to the right wrist, taking that right leg back. Front of the knee straight down, front of the foot straight down, sinking all the way down. Thinking about grounding the lengthened hip as much as this left hip. So the right hip, the front of that right hip, grounding as much as the left. Breathing here. Inhale, coming all the way up, planting the hands back down, coming all the way back, just shaking off that left leg now. Inhale, gazing forward, bend the knees a lot. Step, hop, jump to the top of the mat just for a second, and rolling down onto our bums, reaching the hand forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale as slowly as you can, all the way down to the ground. Big stretch. Coming onto the left outer hip and taking the right knee over to the left, reaching the right hand over to the right, gazing over to the right. Maybe you're using that left hand. There's a bit of extra weight pulling that right knee down to the left. Only twist as much as you can with keeping the right shoulder onto the ground. If the right shoulder isn't on the ground, just come out of this twist a little bit. Breathing here. Feel that breath going into the back and the sides of the ribs. Gently inhale back through center, other side. Come onto the right outer hip, dropping the left knee down to the right. Left arm out to the left, gazing left. All you need to do is breathe. Final inhale, exhale, all the way back through center, really nice. Gently hug both knees into your chest. Coming into our happy baby. This is going to be our last stretch before we come into Shavasana, so if you need to do anything else, feel free to continue. And coming into your Shavasana whenever you are ready. When you're ready, taking the legs down as wide or wider than the mat, hands away from the body, palms facing up, closing down the eyes. Your breath is allowing you to sink down, grow heavier into the floor beneath you. The back of the head, the shoulders sinking down. Feet dropping out to the sides. Arms feeling heavy beside you. Checking in with that space behind the eyes and the jaw. Just making sure that we really have let go of any of that tension. Now I am going to leave you here